Hello everyone, welcome to Data in Nutshell. Today we are going to see a tool which is free to use and with the help of which you can fine-tune your headlines and descriptions and also find your position in top 25 results of the YouTube. So this is YouTube competitor analysis sheet where you will just put your core terms of the video that you are planning to make or you want to improve the position in the ranking of the YouTube page. For example, I want to create a video which sends emails with the help of app script via Google Sheet, right? So for example, send emails by Google Sheet via app script. So this is my core terms, you can say, right? A generic core terms. I'll go and click on run. Okay, this is my channel name. You can enter your channel name here and it will show the count of the first video you have, the position basically of the first video you have, and the count of videos in top 25. So I'll just go and click on run. It will give me all the list of the videos and you can see that in the 9th position I have the first video, which is this, and in total you can just dismiss this, and in total in top 25 videos for these core terms I have 3 videos of my channel. This is one and I have these 2. So earlier, before using this tool, right, my first video position was on 18th and now it has improved and we have it on the 9th position now. So this tool will try to give you the headlines and descriptions, and from there you can pick up the headlines, the text, the syntax, the meaning, what exactly the other competitors are trying to achieve, what are the views, and you can see that views does not matter when it comes for the you can say the listing of the videos for a particular query. Because you can see there are videos which have 637 views like this, and even my video how to send emails from Google Sheet only have 249 views, but there are videos which have more than 1 lakh views, but still they are just one position above me or they are below me, right? So the point is, you don't focus on views, you focus on the syntax that you are using on the headlines and description, and slowly try to compete with other similar type of content and try to fine-tune your headlines and descriptions. So in this video I'm going to explain you how I have written this code. I have tried to keep it very simple and I've not made it a very complex code. So go to extensions, make a copy of this sheet, go to extensions, go to app script, and it will open the script editor of Google Sheets, and there you can see the code. Okay, we have code.js here on the left hand side. Click on this. For now you can go to code.js, just create a function here. In this line I am calling the sheet by the URL of this particular sheet, this. Okay, spreadsheet app is the service dot open by URL, enter the URL here, then create a variable where I'm calling get sheet by name and I'm just entering the tab name which is here. Okay, go to the script editor, then I am saying search term variable equals to sheet.getRange b2.getValue. That means I want the text which is written in b2 is this. Okay, the cell in which we entered the core terms. Okay, I have the core terms here. This is the logger entry, you can just ignore it. Then I am creating a variable results where I am calling youtube.search.list. So to make sure that this populates in the right way, you have to make sure that YouTube API is coming here, like YouTube written like this. So to make sure that YouTube is here, you have to go to services, you have to click on the plus sign and you have to search for the YouTube. Most probably it will be at the end, like here, like this. Okay, and when you get the YouTube API here, click on it and add. Once you add it, YouTube will come here, and only after that this YouTube.search service will start. Right, YouTube is the main service name and search is a subtype of it, and under search we have a list. So what we are saying, give me the list when you search YouTube for this query. What is this query? This is a search term which is nothing, which is the core terms which we have saved in search term variable. Okay, you can just think this portion of this line as this is a subset of the list. So anything which we are calling from YouTube.service, right, it comes in a, you can just visualize as a box. There are multiple boxes which are inside in each other, right? There's a big box, then there is a small box, and then so on. So you are calling ID snippet. So I'm going to run this and I'm going to show what is the output of this result, right? So I'm calling the first line item in the array which is saved in this list. So I'll just run it, okay, and you can see the second logger output. So this is my first logger output, which is the search term, and this is the second term, right? So in this I'm calling ID, which is this ID, and I'm calling snippet. So I am calling the data of the data which is present in ID and the data which is present in snippet. So in ID we have video ID. As you can see, we want video ID in the Google Sheet, and also in the snippet section we have description. That's why we want snippet in this, as well as we will have the title. Okay, so that is the reason we are calling ID and snippet. So from ID we will get the video ID, and from snippet we will get the description and title and channel ID as well. And this is a fixed syntax. Q is basically for the query, and you just put the search term, or you can put the search term in double quotes as well. And I'm saying I want the maximum list of the videos is 25. This is what it means. Once it is done, I am clearing the content of this sheet from cell A5 to G, which is from here to here. Okay, it will just clear the content and it will assign J as 0, and it will start a for loop. So there are multiple ways that you can use this for loop, like more efficient ways as well. I have made this, or the person who wants to learn coding, right, they can also understand what is happening. So this is a very simple for loop where I am initiating a variable with 4. And why 4? I know that till 4 we cannot paste anything, right, because we have headers and everything. So I know that my first row item, my first row where I can paste the data is 5th row, right? So that's why I'm taking it as 4, and I'll just increment it by 1 in the following codes. And then I'm just making sure that I want 25 line items. You can just add it 25 plus 4, 29, or 32, or any number you want, right? So this is basically the maximum number of times the code will run. So you can just write 25. If it is out of range, then it will show the errors. So we will start from 4 and we will stop at 25, and I'm initiating with this variable item equals to results dot item and then J. J is 0, that means item 0. So the way to access the result which we got in here, right, the process to access is we have to first say dot and items. This is a standard, and in items I want the 0th value. 0th value means this result. So in the execution log we can say this is a 0th item. Complete data is 0. Okay, now in this 0 I want ID and snippet, and in that also in ID I want video ID, and in snippet section I want description and title. So that is the reason I'm saying sheet.getRange. Okay, go to first column A. That means in this particular code will be go to range A5, because I is for 4 plus 1 5, A5. Go to cell A5, set the value, and what you have to set from the item which was here, okay, this variable, from the item go to snippet, this part, and get the channel title. Channel title means this one. Okay, so channel title equals to this, the name of the channel. Similarly, go to column B, B5, then set item, go to item, then go to snippet and go to channel ID. Then similarly, go to snippet, go to title, go to snippet, go to description, and just keep on pasting it in the rows. Once it is done, go to column E, video ID, right? And that's why I am writing item.id instead of snippet ID, because this is the ID, and we know that video ID is present in ID section. So that's why item.id dot video ID dot video ID. So it will give me the video ID as well. And once it is done, I'll so for example, in this case, once the A5, B5, C5, D5 and E5 is printed, after E5 is printed, right, I will store this video ID in this variable. Now my next part is how to get the video count, this particular video count, or you can say the video count of this video ID. So the way we access the video count, or you can say the statistics of that particular video, this is a part of the statistics, right? The count, the numbers. So that's why we want video ID in this case, right? So we stored the video ID which was pasted in E5 with the help of this line. We have stored it in here, and then we are saying youtube.videos.list, and we are storing it in this variable youtube.videos.list, and I'm calling the statistics. Okay, so if I go down here, and you can see this is the response, this is the logger of this first. So basically the first items out of this result, out of the first item for this video ID, youtube.videos.list statistics. Okay, go to ID, and for this video ID give me the statistics. Okay, once I get the statistics, all the statistics will be stored in this video item ID. Okay, and once it is there, then I am storing the view count with the help of this line, video ID item dot items, the items which are present in this, the subsets of this item. Go to statistics, get the view count, So I want to access this, right? This is a complete item from this curly bracket to this curly bracket, and once I get into that item, go to statistics, go to view count, and store that view count in view count variable, and then just paste the view count. So this is an example where I am getting view count. You can get any item which is present here. For example, favorite count, like count, comment count, any variable, any statistics you want which is present here. You just have to access that data with the help of this syntax. Okay, so with the help of this code, we will print each and every channel title, channel ID, video title, description, video ID, and their view count. And once it is done, once all the 25 videos are present here, right, after that you can just put your formulas for your channel location, the first video present in top 25, how many total count of the videos are present from your channel, and you can do this for multiple queries. Just make sure while creating it, there is a quota limit up to which you can run for 24 hours. If you exceed it, you will get an error accordingly, and you will know that you have exceeded your quota, and you can try the next day if you want it free, right? So if I want to let's try one more set of query. For example, use app script to create web app. Okay, let's try this. Okay, for this it is giving an error. So there is a possibility that for this particular search query, instead of individual videos, there might be a playlist present in which there is no description, right? So that's why it has stopped. So let's try something else. You can use let's go to YouTube once. Check box email from app script. Okay, so in this case I have this video first, mine, and then the list of the videos. Cool. So I'll just write this checkbox email from app script. It could be anything, right? So just try to run this for these core terms, and we have a list of videos here. So in my next videos, I am going to merge this tool with Google Trends and with the buzzword we have, which is ChatGPT. We are going to create beautiful and professional headlines and descriptions with the help of this tool and ChatGPT. And in this tool, we are going to get the core terms in this tab, core terms tab, right? It is still in process. I'm going to create it and will update it on the YouTube channel. So keep watching my videos. Thanks.